What is up, my beautiful people? How's everybody doing today? Today's another beautiful day, and this video is long overdue. As you guys know, I am 7 feet tall. That's equivalent to, hey Siri, how much is 7 feet in centimeters?
The answer is 213.36 centimeters.
Which is equivalent to about 213.36 centimeters. Don't ask how I know that, I'm very factual about things. The thing we are going to be talking about today is how to grow taller, or is there even a way to grow taller? We're gonna talk about all that because I'm tired of seeing all those comments of you guys going, Bo, I'm 14 years old, how tall will I be? Bo, I'm 18 years old, how tall will I? I'm not a doctor. I don't know. But I do have a few things that I would like to talk to you about that may help you get an extra inch or two, or sort of settle what your thoughts on how to grow taller. I don't know. But first off, before we get started, I want everybody to put in the comments your age and how tall you are. Every single one of you, everyone watching right now, do it, put it in the comments, and also follow me on all my social media. And also, the Shorty Awards have 6 days left to vote, so guys, click the link in the description and vote for our channel as the breakout YouTuber of the year. Like I said, there's 6 days left. We need all the votes we can get because there's a lot of big YouTubers on there. With all that being said, now let's get started with the video. When did you hit 7 foot? How are you so tall? Are your parents tall? Is your family tall? What can I do to be taller? All these questions. There's no easy way to just be taller. I've heard that how tall you're gonna be is actually 80% just genetics. So if you don't have the genetics, a lot of the times you can't just like be 7 feet, or you can't be 6'5" or 6'3", however tall. For example, I've been tall my whole life. I was 5'11" when I was 13, 6 foot around 15, 16 I was around 6'3", 17 I was about 6'7", 18 I hit about 6'9" or 6'10". Once I got to college I grew even more, and then once I was about 22 I hit 7 feet tall. And that's not because I just randomly was gonna be tall. My dad is 6'9", my mom is 6'1", all my grandparents are like over 6'3", my grandpa is like 6'5", my uncle's 6'6", my other uncle was 6'8". It's genetics, okay? That's the simple answer, is genetics. But there are certain ways to which you can appear taller, or which you can grow a little bit taller, that I've personally read about. Now, I don't know if they're true, so don't be like, Bo, you're a doctor, how do you know all this stuff? I don't. I'm just trying to help you guys out because this is a question that a lot of you guys have asked. First thing, when you're growing and you're a teenager, is you gotta stay healthy. You gotta eat right, you have to exercise, you gotta do all this different stuff because you're helping your body, even if you're not even going to grow. And with eating well and exercising when you're a young adult, another thing that you really wanna focus on is things that will not let you grow, or things that will stunt your growth. Now, a lot of you may be thinking, caffeine. Caffeine, that's actually a myth. Caffeine doesn't actually help you grow, but it does help you from not sleeping. And sleeping is actually a huge thing to help your body grow. I slept so much, I had crazy growing pains, but sleeping is actually what my doctor told me as to how I could actually grow healthier. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what he told me. Another thing is, don't smoke cigarettes, don't smoke tobacco, like any of that. Don't smoke in general, because that is a huge thing that stunts your growth. There's been so many studies that show what tobacco does and what smoking does to you, and how it actually does stunt your growth. So if you do want to grow taller, don't smoke. The next thing that can actually help you seem taller, or maybe even grow an inch or so, is just stretch. Work on your posture. If you're constantly like hunchbacked and just doing all these things, walking around hunchback, if you increase your posture, it's a thing that people don't think about, but seriously, like if I'm 6'11", when I'm like hunching over, if I go like this, like just sitting in a chair alone, you can see it. And especially standing up. If I stand by my doorway, sometimes if I go like this, I can just go right into the doorway. But if I'm standing up straight, I literally have to duck. So you want to have that illusion of being taller. If you do have better posture, you will seem taller because you're actually going to be standing up straight like you should. So work on your posture, and also stretch. Stretching is a huge thing. I heard that if you stretch in the morning, once again, don't quote me on this. I don't know if this is true. If you stretch in the morning, it actually can help sort of like stretch out your whole body, your vertebrae, your muscles. Like think of your muscles as a tight rubber band, meaning when you're trying to grow, if the rubber bands are really tight together, it's gonna be harder to pull them apart. But if the rubber bands are loose, your body's trying to grow, it's a lot easier to do that. You're more flexible, your posture's better, so work on stretching. Now, I don't know if I'm making any sense on any of this video, but these small little things might help you get another inch or two, but once again, it is 80% genetics. So if you have a tall family, now that's not saying if you have a shorter family, if you'll grow taller. I have friends who have families who have a mom and dad that are like 5'3", and they're like 6'5". So I don't know how that happens. But the best thing that I can tell you, the best advice I can give you is just go to your doctor, ask them. You can see if your growth plates are still open. They actually are able to determine how tall you might be able to be. Like when I was born into the 99th percentile of like tall people or babies, I don't know. I was guaranteed to be 6'9" or 6'10". And again, once I got older, they told me at the doctors that I was only gonna be 6'6" or 6'7" when I went in for a checkup when I was a teenager. 2 years later, I was 7 feet, so I don't know where the doctors went wrong on that. I think I'm pretty much done growing. I don't see myself growing anymore. Oh my God, it's happening! I'm just kidding, it was a joke. Gotcha. And I know this video is different from what I usually do, but please subscribe to the channel. We are coming up on 300,000 subscribers. It's absolutely amazing. We actually got our $100,000. That would be great if we got $100,000. No, we got 100,000 plaque subscribers. What? We got 100,000 subscriber plaque. I have new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Usually they're vlogs. We're trying to do more cinematic stuff. We'll also be looking out for some new skits that we're gonna be doing on Instagram and everything. Also follow me on Instagram. You can do that in the link in the description, or maybe I'll just put it right here. I don't know. I always try to do funny stories. Sometimes I do like tall problems. I do like, oh, maybe this will help you get taller. I don't know. Just follow me on there. And also comment your age and height. I'm curious to see. But don't ask me, Bo, how tall am I gonna be? Because I don't know, I'm a doctor. And always remember the most important thing, be you, be beautiful, because that's the best person you can be. Now go out there and live your lives.